is a 3v3. It is Waterloo 1815 on the FCN map made by, I think, Mr. Michael Mouse. You are playing with Mysterious Wolf and the Freedom Ruler. The rules were what, 24 pounds?
Bizarre. 24 pounds, one scare.
Yep. And Bizarre, Meet the Skun, and Red Viper, a nice little trio.
Swedish.
Yeah. So, you have how many pounds?
I think I had 2 3-pounders, 1 6-pounder, and 1 12, I think. But the funny thing about my army is that when I was building it, Niwitz was watching, and he basically told me a little bit how to do my army. So we did a very melee-focused army, with I think 4 grenadiers.
I'll suss it out as you obviously move your troops and order them. But I just want to look at the map, because I actually really haven't played on this map at all, if I'm being honest. Is it done historically like Waterloo, where it's like slightly one-sided? Yeah, it looks like it. Where it's a very gradual hill. Are you guys on the British side? I think you are.
We are. I guess we would be on the historical British side.
Yeah. Which is ironic because you are the Imperials, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your allies, I'm just going to look at mainly arty and cavalry at the moment. But yeah, so who was your France player?
That was Freedom Ruler.
Freedom Ruler, yep. Then he has just 3 8-pounders. Yep, he just has 3 8-pounders, so you took some of his artillery. He has Jakku Murat. Where is Mr. Murat? Is that him there?
I don't know.
I thought he had like a leopard skin or some shit.
Yeah, I know. He was pretty dripped out on the battlefield always.
Yeah. Mamluks. What other cav do we have? More Mamluks. Lancers. Very good. And he has chosen who for his general? Kellerman. Cool. The rule's 1 scare, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I think these are scare? Guards to honor?
I think these are scary, yes.
Then you got lancers. What do you have for artillery? So that is a 12-pounder, correct? The Italian foot guard?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 12-pounder.
Okay, so he's just taking the full 24 pounds. Yeah. He has chasseurs à cheval, which are like dragoons. He's taken a chili fontanelli. Sounds like a nice fucking pasta. That's racist.
I'm not too sure anymore, but I think the Italian player was a little bit of a beginner. He hadn't played too many battles.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything bad about him.
Who was it again?
He played it well. Damn, I forgot.
Just check your messages. I'll do it real quick. But yeah, what was he? Oh, he has guard lancers. Was that all for his stuff? Guards to honor, lancers, and chasseurs à cheval.
It was Mysterious Wolf.
Oh, Mysterious Wolf. Right? I think he played with other people, so I think he might play. He's gotten like used to it a bit differently. But no, I think he knows what he's doing. But yeah, you got Reserve Crusaders, Mamluks, and Lancers. Very nice. So yes, now your army composition, now you've lined it up, you've got your reserves and everything. What do we have? On your left flank, you have Italian Fusiliers with conscripts at the front, but then you got Grenadiers, and Young Guard. Good for the morale. Then you have your Swiss center, very strong, and behind you got some conscripts. Very cool. And your general's going to support them. Morale-wise. Then you got 2 Grenadiers, and the Grenadiers Hollanders. They're really cool Dutch Grenadiers.
Yeah, no.
And what's on the front line? Is it Fusiliers, and Fusiliers, and a bit of conscript. So mimicking that side there. Yeah.
So many Grenadiers, it was pretty expensive.
Yeah. So you got 5 Grenadiers in total, I think. Well, I don't know. Depending on whatever inspires, you know. Young Guard. Very cool. And who are you facing up against? What are the factions?
I'm facing Russia.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had British on the left flank against Freedom. And in the center, I think we're Prussia. Yeah, Prussia.
So I think the red is UK, isn't it? Prussia is
UK,
the black
Russia,
one.
and then Russia on the right.
And Russia, yeah. Wow. Okay. Oh, you got to watch out for Cossacks, don't you? Yeah. I'm gonna
and also a little bit. It's also a stupid situation because I need to I think I had to go in melee later, and it's pretty hard against Russia.
Well, yeah, definitely. Charging Russia is deadly sometimes.
Yeah.
The two EME regimentos, they can inspire. So he has a flank here. So he has light infantry with just line and some militia. Then he has 7th line, which is just normal line infantry, special line infantry. More lights. He has his grenadiers up at the front, which should be in reserve. And more grenadiers up in the front. Yeah, they should definitely be in reserve. He has a bit of a mixed front line. I feel like he should have his lights together on one flank to get more effective use out of them.
Yeah, I know that's also usually what I do, but
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll see how that goes. I think it's because he's the center as well. He kind of has to stretch really thin. Why do we see a red enemy already at the house? Oh, they're running. He might have grouped, the Prussian player might have grouped his units. That's why one of the units is running. That can happen. And yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
I
don't remember why Italy had his chasseurs spread out. But basically our plan was I would take the house in front of me. You know, it's a little bit of a bastion because you cannot go over the walls at some point, and at some you can go in. And basically the plan was for Freedom Ruler to push up, try and attack UK, the center, Italy supporting me and moving up with me, but basically just holding the center to not get outflanked, and me taking the house.
Makes sense. And this is Hougoumont historically, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think I played once this map with a French guy, and he told me it's probably Hougoumont.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's descriptive with the forest at the front around it, and then Hougoumont is like towards the back of it from like the French side. Very cool.
It was pretty weird. I think it was my first time playing this map.
Yeah, I've actually never played this map before, so this is going to be really cool to watch. I actually might want to.
You can watch at the walls of Hougoumont. You cannot go over them, but only at a few points. So it made it pretty interesting because we didn't realize it. I realized it a little bit later. Yep. But a few walls you can go over. Like this, you can't go over.
Okay. Because I'm looking at it, I'm wondering how this plays out. Because yeah, definitely these walls here are so thick.
Yeah.
But you can like hide a howitzer in here or something like that. That's insane when you think about it. Oh, speaking of cuirassiers, okay. Then you have Mamluks facing up against that. Right. While we've still got time, while everyone's still moving, I'm going to quickly suss the French line. What does he have? Mixed, matched units. A lot of colony attack on this flank here. What does he have on his front line? Fusiliers, Fusiliers, Fusiliers. In reserve, we've got some elites, more elites. Some Swiss on the other flank. And on the reserve of that is colony attack and some conscripts.
I haven't seen this army yet, but dude, that's a lot of elites.
Yeah.
Probably too much. I mean, how many was it? Two Mariniers, one Grenadier Hollandais, and one more, I think. On the left, yeah.
Yeah. 4, I think, in total, from what I can tell.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
Pretty decent amount. And I'm really keen to see what the artillery is going to play out like on this map, because it is relatively flat with like slight elevations here and there.
Yeah. But you also need to be careful about how you set them up.
Yeah, so you've already engaged these Cossacks, or they engage you.
Yeah, I think it's not cool.
Oh, this howitzers blasting in here already. Pardon?
Yeah, no, he had like 3 unicorns. I think he traded some pounds around.
So he would have had 3...
I think one of the other 2 players had less artillery. But Russia had 3 unicorns.
Well, that worked out for you. I'm just worried about those unicorns from overhead. I want to see where they're placed. So yeah, 3 unicorns at the back here, already popping off. Look at the range they're getting on you. That's pretty
Yeah, I
nice.
know.
And what have they sent inside
He
here?
had some Russian cat. Yeah, he
They
sent in
they
some
dismount. No, I don't think you're allowed to do that. Like dismounting cavalry. I guess you can do that with mounted
That's
rifles.
not allowed with heavy cat.
Yeah, not allowed with heavy cav. That's it. Yeah.
No, because if you charge in some reserve cuirassier, it's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, imagine 160 just armor-clad men. It's like fighting
I know.
160 net
I've tried
Kellys.
it. I've tried it. It's absolutely crazy.
And these mounted rifles from Russia, they're like the cheapest, like dirt cheap units. So like, they stood no chance right here.
Yeah.
How's he
There's also a waste of the unit.
Yeah. He could have just used it as like a sacrificial takeout of like an artillery piece or something like that.
Yeah.
Alright, we get a sneak peek at the Russian army. What do they have? What they got? Jaegers on their one flank. They've got their life guard already at the front. They should have that in reserve with these musketeers preferably. I hope he doesn't keep it out on the front line. And especially both of them together.
But they are basically the only units in the Prussian army which can shoot.
And what do you have?
Except for the, I think, German.
So you got 3-pounder, you're going to probably move into the forest area, right? Then you got another 3-pounder on this flank.
In the beginning, I thought he would just basically run into the main sector, into Hügemont, but it didn't turn out that way. And then I had to shift around during the battle my artillery and grenadiers.
Yeah, I think you just took out their artillery. Well, someone did. Someone's been shooting over here and took out the Prussian artillery really early
I
on.
think it was me.
Was it? It was. It could have been. This is Friedenwald, right?
Yeah, probably him.
Yeah. Yeah. He was getting these enfilade shots on. Oh my god, the Prussians are out in the open. This is very much like what Waterloo was like. They just had the artillery advantage for the slight hill, I guess. Russians, though, can be hammering down on you in a moment. Oh, yeah. Are you aiming... You're obviously aiming for the blobs at the back here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to hit as many units as possible.
Yeah.
But I think it's a 3-pounder. And later on I moved another 3-pounder to
Oh
this
no,
side.
this might be a... Let's see 6-pounder over here, which is
it's a
going to do more
6-pounder.
than enough damage.
Okay.
Oh, did you see that overhead
Yeah.
howitzer? Jesus.
That was happening throughout the full game.
Yeah.
They got a lot of kills.
Yeah, the howitzers are no joke. The unicorns. Up. Oh!
Yeah, no, that's a canister glitch.
Are you trying to canister?
I don't. Yeah, I think he got quickly in range, and I tried to get in one quick canister.
Yeah.
But didn't work.
Oh, Jesus! Oh.
Yeah.
The other one coming? Oh, overhead. Wow, I don't know why they overshot so far. That sucks. Alright, so you have moved up. So yeah, you've taken either side-ish. You've kind of fallen back on the right side, which is fair enough. You're just taking whatever ground like looks easiest to hold. It's going to be a bit of a clusterfuck with all these random walls here.
There's one hole here. Yeah.
Yeah, so they,
Exactly.
yeah, you're going to kind of bottleneck them here once they come through this spot here. That's like the only entrance for them, isn't it? Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
So,
And then
yeah.
on this side, they have a little thing where they can walk in.
Yeah. You're going to set up your 12-pounder here. You're going to set up your 12-pounder. You're going to set up your 12-pounder. Oh, no. Oh, no. These lancers see the opportunity.
But I think the first capture we actually.
That sucks. What a way to lose a 12-pounder.
Yeah, see?
Oh, what?
They have. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. The first capture we actually broke.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I think it was to get Italian going.
One thing to take into account here. These Italian Guard foot artillery inspire. And that is probably the only reason why they survived. Is because that Inspire was nearby.
Oh.
Because, your general is, yeah, pretty far away. His general's pretty far away. Where is the Italian general? Oh,
Yeah, no,
all
but
the way back.
I had incredible luck with that. But I think they did a second cab charge and then they took them out. So it didn't fully work.
Yeah. Oh wow, they're going in with their elites so early, just against normal conscripts as well. So aggressive, these Russians.
Yeah.
Don't even want to shoot a shot first. Oh god, 2 12-pounders in this position here is going to be pretty deadly. And yeah, you can get canister pretty much from the get-go, right?
Yeah, but again, the canister glitch always.
Always.
I don't know. I can never shoot canister. It's a weird
You
thing.
just have to manually aim on the ground somewhere.
Because you can't aim at me.
Jesus Christ. They're going to be very tired, these guys.
Yeah, but that's pretty stupid. Yeah. I mean, the conscripts are still fresh and in deep ranks. And conscripts can hold for a long time. Yes, they will lose, but they will hold for a pretty good time, so they have inspired me.
Okay, they're inspired nearby by what? What do you have nearby? Just your elite over here. Makes sense. And they're very fresh. They're fresh. These guys are already tired. This could actually backfire for the Russians. They've already lost like almost 40 men from that unit. Okay, the Prussians went in and are they taking out both the artillery?
They took them out.
Yeah. So you guys must have been focused. Were you focused on your right flank maybe? Did you have distracted micro? No, you didn't. No, you're just securing your right flank. But I was just that's rough that those Prussians snuck through again. Those life hussars.
Yeah.
That was very short-lived, your artillery there. You in Italy's.
Yeah, I know it was a pretty bad investment.
Yeah. Oh, that's alright. You still got a 3-pounder right here. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And they retreated. Yeah, fair enough. Dude, still have over 200 men in that unit of conscripts, and repelled like 50 Russian elites. That's crazy good value.
It's actually kind of crazy how good conscripts are.
Yeah. Wow, this battle is really underdeveloped on this side. What is Freedom Ruler doing? He's so far back on this flank. That's incredible. You also better watch out on friendly fire. Shooting overhead this steep cannot be promising, right?
I hope not.
Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, I didn't have an eye on this place of the battle. I was really just all the time focusing on Russia.
Yeah, it's already gotten, like, it's really early on. It's really intense. I think they're refusing to shoot because they know...
Look on my side, there's already the conscripts breaking. You know the conscripts which have back the Siemianowski? They calf charged, and you can see it actually on the map. They broke the calf charge. No, it's no problem. And I accidentally ran in my general because I thought it was a catch. It's pretty stupid.
What the fuck? What did I miss out on just then? Oh my god! What happened so quickly?
I didn't watch for a second, and they charged my conscript with the calf, broke them, and then just continued to charge.
Okay, and you've backed it up with Mamluks.
It wasn't a long-living charge.
More Mamluks, Italian Fusiliers. The Grenadiers are getting out of there. You've squared up your elites. Jesus Christ. So it really looks like they're trying to... They've seen this point as probably your weak spot, right? Because I think they realize, oh, you have to march troops around this whole section to...
No, there's a wall. You can walk through the wall at a little point.
Oh, like a couple points here, maybe?
Yeah, but it's just a very small one. You cannot march two units at a time.
Okay. Jesus. Those Mamluks probably came back and then just started charging.
Yeah,
For whatever
exactly.
reason, yeah. Do you still have your 3-pounder? No, they're pretty... I think the British would have charged your 3-pounder, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
They were having none of that. They were like...
2 units came back and it wasn't too bad, the casualties.
Yeah.
Most units came back.
And now you've had to commit your elites already to the front line, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
And you're probably moving some reserves around.
I started sending over Swiss battalions I had in the center. Because I could just hold with 2 units here, this choke point.
Yeah.
So I pulled over slowly. Some Swiss.
So I see what the other artillery is doing, like the Italian artillery. in a bit of a ditch here. If they just moved it up like a couple of meters, I would have been in a better spot. Yeah, that's rough. I'm thinking like there should be more artillery centralized here, perhaps. I really can't tell.
I mean, he had a guard artillery next to me, but that went away quick.
Did your cavalry charge again?
Yeah, I know they're stupid.
27 of them. Oh, okay. And you're just gonna hold them. Yeah. And yeah, this is the crossing you're talking about. Okay, okay. I see now. My God, is that all 6 howitzers blasting
It's all the
this
howitzers.
section? Jesus Christ!
It's all the unicorns.
Oh my God! You are extremely lucky. There is barely any splotches where they're hitting. There's probably this spot here, and that's about it. Maybe this spot here as well. That little chunk of men. Well, otherwise, the howitzers are. You're getting really lucky. That's incredible. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Not so lucky.
Yeah. I spoke too soon. Oh my God. These brave men just got straight back up. Oh, the flag bearer. Never gonna drop the flag. Jesus Christ. So, has it obviously because they're focusing at the artillery over here, it looks like they just completely ditched this side just because they're like, oh, there's too much artillery here. It's way too well locked down. Do you reckon?
Yeah, and it's also my Fusiliers could have held that along, right?
Yeah. Also, it's very
Well,
close.
good that they didn't move up the
Pardon?
Musketeers.
Yeah, the Prussian
I
musketeers.
think they should have moved up the Musketeers and Jaegers of Russia and tried to shoot at least. I mean, engaging on the side of the 3-pounder, it wouldn't have done too much damage.
Hmm. And artillery on this side of the map, it's literally only the 3 howitzers, which is just focus firing this specific area. Ah, took out some of your general just then. Did you see that? It exploded like around about here and spritzed all the way through here.
No. But he didn't break, luckily.
There's
I
another
think
howitzer
if he
incoming.
would have broken, I would have lost it directly, I think.
Jesus. God, it's so scary. Yeah, and it's hard to. It's pretty much. You've run into.
So stupid.
Pardon?
It's so stupid to have the Grenadiers in such a big.
Well, that's the
such a
thing.
big-
It's instinctive because you're getting shot from the line and you don't want to spread them out because they're going to take casualties when they're really thin. But at the same time, it's such a good target for artillery. So it's so annoying to try and like hold reserves. I find.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what was that? Oh, that was your reserve cuirassiers. Oh no, it just took out like probably 15 of them.
Yeah.
And that's from the overshooting as well. And they've.
But at least I'm winning the gunfight.
Yeah, and look, they're
You
even
see they're
moving over
moving over
more
units.
units from this side.
But I think Freedom Ruler is now starting to move up. Yeah, and basically I'm winning against the Russians in the gunfight, and they just always pull up with a new unit. And I need to kill that unit.
They're really cycling through their units. Like they're doing a really good job cycling their units, and holding them in reserve here is a really smart job as well. What is it? Prussia? I'm really worried about they're going to win the shootout just because it's Prussia, you know. Oh, but Jimmy Shuffle is Jimmy Shuffle, and all his lines are Jimmy Shuffling. That sucks. Well, that's good for Italy, I guess. Italy's doing the same thing. Oh, I really like this game. I really like seeing people cycling out their units, putting their stuff back into reserve. Probably going to save that until the late game, you know. Put up the fresh units for the main firefight. It's fucking awesome. Oh, you got a bit of a thin unit here. 64! Oh god. Bit desperate, aren't you?
It's not even that long into the game. I mean, it's still pretty early.
Yeah. We are.
They're just
What
taking-
time? 20 minutes to. I mean, we're only 20 minutes in. Does it play for the full hour?
Not entirely.
Okay.
But I think we went definitely over 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at this point, me and Italy, we were thinking like, what the fuck can we do?
Yeah.
Me and Freedom tried to encourage Italy to try to flank fire on Prussia, but he had reserve units, so I guess he would have just moved them up to shoot in the flank of the flanking fire.
Yeah,
So it was also
exactly.
not that
Yeah,
good of
so
an
he's
idea.
gone for a wider stretch. It makes sense because as much as you want to kind of jut out into this spot here and maybe start shooting these sharpshooters or whatever, he definitely has his reserve units ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit the problem. And we were thinking, well, what can we do? Because I didn't have enough units and the unicorns were just blasting me.
Yeah, and the thing as well, like, this sucks for your cav especially. Like, all your cav here, that was like 27 men before, and that's just getting shot from the men
I think my
shooting
lancers
under
were
the-
at 60 in the beginning.
What, this one here as well?
And I also dismounted the reserve cuirassier to take less casualties.
Dude, they're down to 84 now. No way, that sucks. They're like 116 before. It's just all the overshooting. Another blob, another
Yeah.
blob, another blob, you know, all of them dead.
But at least we came up with an enormous, grandiose idea. And it was to charge the Prussians, make them break, and then also charge the Russians. So charge both. That was
Oh.
our grand idea. Because Italy is also good at melee.
Yeah.
And we couldn't win the gunfight, so that was the grand idea.
Okay, and that makes sense because...
And then I started to think. I think I started shifting over conscripts to make ready for the charge.
Yeah. I'm seeing it form at the moment because I'm seeing what France is doing, kind of just holding this flank. It's gonna basically, if UK wants to help Prussia, they're gonna have to turn their flank, and as soon as they do that, they're vulnerable to France. So they're basically gonna have to do a staring competition while Italy's right flank can push in on the the right side of Prussia or the center of Prussia, or whatever. Where they're
But we
really
didn't do
weak
the
already.
charge on my left, so was also the Russians very much involved. Which is a scary tactic, but if we can break them, we win.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're charging Russia. They are known to be just fucking hard to, attack.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And also, I think at this point, he found the gaps and he walked in. Yeah, and he tried to charge my Swiss, but they were too deep, and I hadn't used them before the game, so it was just suicidal.
So that was fresh against winded Simonovsky Guard.
Yeah, it's just so
200,
good.
100. And they're getting shot in the back by, oh my god, elites. Why does he have all these elites in this one blob here? This is really costly for him, and it's up against just normal Swiss. The value
It's
here
so
is...
good, shooting. But yeah, I realize it's maybe a little bit stupid to send in lifeguard if you could have them on the other side.
Yeah. I don't know why he's actually walking them. I think he was trying to walk them out, and he might have walked them forward. He must be stressing. And you guys haven't gone in for the charge yet, no? No. They just went in for that charge there that really backfired on them. Only put them down to 170. And then, yeah, you can thin out, respond.
But I mean, Seminovsky Guard, they should have done more damage.
So what are they at? 180, 147, 147 as well? They're just the same unit, probably.
No, it was 3 units.
Yeah. He's trying to get Valley. Oh, yep,
Yeah,
and then you can get a little bit of unflayed here.
I thought it was going to charge, I already had my calf there. I directly ran over.
Did you run over, sorry?
I ran all my calf over.
Oh, to this side.
Excess of charge. I was like, shit, run over the general, run over the calf. Because I can't lose my center.
Pardon, what was that? You
Just
cut out there for a second.
Oh yeah, I can't lose my center. It's just, if I lose it, I have lost.
Yeah. If you lose the center, then you're completely split.
And take that OC, you can attack both sides.
Okay, and you see how weak the Russians are here, / Prussians. Yeah. So you're definitely, oh my god.
They have extremely much been weakened by the gunfight. And it's not anymore the 250 big Russian units.
Yeah.
So...
Jaegers, 136, 100%.
Maybe he should have put the Jaegers in here to shoot.
Exactly. It's
It would have made more sense.
shooting with elites can only do so much because in a firefight it's like one man for another, and like the slight like half a dozen extra accuracy or whatever and reloading skill like doesn't make the biggest difference. And you know, it's you want to be down in men like from the very start of the firefight regardless. They're gonna have 230 men, you're gonna have 200 men.
This is something I don't realize why I did it. I cannot really tell you. Yeah, but here's the Great Grand Charge.
Oh my god, the Prussians.
And in the beginning, I think Italy even actually got thrown back.
Oh,
Because
repelled a little bit.
did it? No, yeah, didn't have his. You know, for a charge, you need the general, heavy cav, some cav around. You need to have all the elites, inspire units nearby.
Yeah, his general is all the way back here. So he's gone in for a
And
very,
example-
very weak. Oh no. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. And this is great. You have really depleted units left that are fresh. What the fuck?
No,
How'd you manage
few of them
that?
actually ran out of ammo in the end.
Yeah.
But you see the chevrons, it makes them hold. Chevrons are just crazy.
Uh-oh, friendly fire to the max here. But then a really good... Oh no, that was firing into the...
No, but he did a lot of friendly fire with the unicorns at that stage.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Which,
because he's
probably-
probably locked onto some of your units that are going into melee now and getting massive friendly fire. Oof. This Fusilier is a bit rough. That's fair enough. They're winded anyways. Oh, good friendly fire.
Yeah, and you see Prussia's cuirassiers are also there
Yeah.
on the right.
But you're going in with your reserve cav after their cuirassiers, yep. Oh my god. So yeah, the Italians get backfired majorly. But
Yeah.
don't worry, he's
But
bringing up
he has
everything.
more units moving on.
Yeah. Is he? Did you tell him about it?
And I think at that point, later on I told him like, bro, where's your general and where's your god d'honneur? Why do you have it if you don't use it?
Exactly. Oh god, he could go anywhere.
Yeah, but the grenadiers are here doing great work.
Yeah. After that unit breaks, they
I mean,
get
yeah.
boost some morale. That's awesome.
I started breaking unit after unit. So life was great.
Crucius coming in from the back. And what do you have? Yeah, he's still moving up men. You've still got plenty of stuff to go. And yeah, you're ignoring the Russians because you know it's going to be a difficult battle
Yeah, then I
fight,
do
so you're just going to focus
flank charge.
exclusively on the Prussians.
Yeah, but you see also with a few conscripts, I did flank charge on the Russian unit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then charge front and it's
Broke it as well. Where's the Russian general? Oh, just bringing it up. So maybe just not in the nick of time. He lost it.
yeah. Yeah, but you see,
Yeah,
even
reserve crews
I don't
here
even
go.
move up all of my units. I just let them stand around by accident because I didn't watch.
Oh yeah, and they get a bit of friendly fire. Oh no, that's fine. They're shooting the life assassins, which is just standing there. Nah, these melees especially, you always have to constantly drag and kind of look at which unit is standing, because this unit here, once they've finished their bit of melee, they look at them, they're immediately going into like shooting,
Oh,
and then
literally
accidentally
being
getting a bit of friendly fire, yeah. That happens. I think what I do is, before I go in for a melee, I turn off fire at will, just to avoid this. You have a better chance, because there is always a chance of a unit not going into melee fully, and then just standing there and starting to shoot the side of your unit.
Yeah, but it's going pretty great. I mean, I'm breaking a lot of.
Yeah, look
Russian-
at all these Prussians running away. You can see it on the minimap. The Italians coming through? Yeah, the Italians are now doing a
Yeah,
massive...
now they come. I think we had to tell them like, bro, deep ranks, charge, general nearby, try to scare with the right units. But after we did that, I mean, it basically went very well.
Yep. And yeah,
It's like
you
here,
you quickly have to pull your ass out of there against the Russians, because you're like, yeah, done my damage against the Prussians.
You don't want to
fuck with the
overcommit.
Russians.
That's the thing.
Pardon?
That's a thing which a lot of people do mistake about melee, is that they just continue running, even if at some certain point you should just stop.
People...
Because the units are tired, They're not going to fight anymore.
Yeah.
And the enemy has fresh units. Yeah, we see he's even trying to countercharge. But he's charging the chevron units. I'm sorry, but that's the most stupid thing you can do.
Well, he sees that it's only 28 men, so he's convinced like, oh, it's gonna be.
Yeah, but it's a chevron unit. Chevron units are OP.
Yeah, they got melee. I mean, morale. Sorry, because chevrons only
The thing
count
about
for
the
extra.
debate.
One chevron is like one extra morale. Like I think every 2 chevrons is 1 extra morale.
The thing about the great scare debate, I think Weiser, I think it's not the big issue of scare them as scare. I think the biggest issue is that they can get so many chevrons and then they are basically overpowered as well.
Yeah, the Space Marines. Yeah.
But the reserve force here, they are down to extremely low numbers. You see, they can charge a square and they are not red. The square is red. It's because they have so many chevrons.
They're active still, and these are very tired, and they can get away while these are shaken.
Yeah, but that's because of the chevrons. It's not because of the scare.
Yeah. Well, where's the general? I'm looking for morale factors. They don't have any elites nearby either. That could be it, definitely. They're very out in the open.
Oh, yeah, some in the front lines. I think I broke a few of them. Actually.
Yeah. So the Italians, they've created the split essentially, and now they're deciding where they want to go.
Basically, there, I think in the back he had his cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for freedom, it didn't go so well. He was like, guys, it's not going too great.
He's stuck on this edge of the map.
Yeah. He needed a little bit of help, and then I think later on he tried a few assaults, and they didn't go as planned.
What's
So
going to
he
be
was
really
like,
annoying
"Yo,
is they have this farmhouse
yo."
here. He just needs to move away from the farmhouse. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and on my very right, you can see I started moving up the units, which I had with the artillery, because he had retreated so many units over to the right, and I was like, hey,
It's free
now
reign here,
I found
yeah.
that back.
Oh my God, you forced this one other unit of musketeers to rout, just because you shot it
Yeah.
so many times. Goodness.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
But then
Russians.
we
Where's the
don't
Russian
use-
general? Oh no, the Russian general's right here. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought you had killed him with cav or something.
Yeah, I think he's trying to inspire the units inside of the thing.
Oh
House.
my God, Italy is going in for such a sacrificial charge. Like this part here might work out, but this part here's gonna die, aren't we? I think.
But then,
Oh no, the
I think
Prussians are
the-
so separate. It's hard to tell. Will this work out for Italy?
Yeah, because Prussia cannot countercharge, I think, with the one infantry unit because of the...
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Guards to honor.
yeah, and then he finally has the guard on there. If he would have had him in the beginning, I think he would have directly broke the Russians and not in the second attempt.
Oh, this is heavy cav doing. Well, not cav, but yeah, I mean just cav in general doing that. The weird when you tell them to charge, they just run circles. Still though, they got the
Yeah, it's not
3
probably-
howitzers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Prussia's.
But I had my lines here too thinned out, and actually I think 2 of them broke but came back directly because they hadn't taken much casualties. But it was kind of stupid.
Well, you focused very heavily on this part of the battlefield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Italy now can ignore the meleeing well,
But
as
you
much
can
as
see
they
we
want to.
basically already wiped out the Russians.
Yeah.
And the Prussians also to a very heavy point.
Oh god. Yeah, I think Freedom really just has to back off. Just back off for like 1 second. Avoid these massive conflicts here. Holy shit. What was that? Royal Scots Greys into some French Lancers, backed up by some Mamluks. Oh my god.
Your Scots Grey are overrated.
What's that?
Royal
The
Scots
Grey
Grey are
Guard.
overrated.
Marine Delegate. I thought there was an Inspire unit chucked in there. France lost a cav there. England is making really good use of their cavalry.
Yeah, but you can see again they have chevrons. I think if you look over,
Yeah.
there's again so many chevrons on the cap. Yeah, and basically at that point you need to kill them to the last man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he should have already pulled up.
I'm considering I'll bring that point up with Dan and Michael and stuff because I brought it up in the past where I noticed definitely chevrons heavily affect units to stay in the game for like far too long. Because that's why like you had a couple units that were like less than 50 men.
Yeah. You see, he charged with Jaegers, he tried to push me out so desperately.
Oh, it goes both ways.
Outbreak, yeah, because this was a Swiss and Swiss will not get good on
fucking
Hegel.
hell! Oh my god! Did you see them just blow either
Yeah.
side? Holy shit!
Yeah, that broke them. See, instantly broke.
Yeah, and they just got charged at the same time. Talk about good timing for the Russians.
But I think it's to compensate for the friendly fire which they had in the beginning.
Yeah. So
But
he must be
already
really
crashing.
giddy. He's like, oh yeah, I broke this side here. Blah blah blah. But nah, yeah. Oh my god, he's still got so many fresh reserves coming through. Well, one.
Yeah, the conscripts, they were in the center.
Okay.
And now I think I'm taking out my units from Huguemont and moving them out to cut off the Russians.
Yeah, shit. You actually have plenty of units left. Do you even know you don't have any in the house still? What do you have at the back here?
Yeah, it's just the 3-pounders, which I had moved over, and 6-pounder from the right side.
Yeah. Oof, another hit there. That's probably going to rout those units. Yeah, under artillery attack. And they're getting shot in the arse while melee in the front. Oh my god, they actually break them, but they're going to break anyways. Yeah.
But they also,
Well, there's only
but it's only
200
a 2.
men. There's 200
They
men.
will come back.
Yeah. More than likely.
But still, you see new units are moving over if you have come back. So,
Are you finally... Yeah, it looks like you're going to finally get rid of these pesky unicorns.
yeah.
Unicorn and unicorn, hey?
An extremely relieving moment to finally get rid of them.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, I was thinking about, can I even hold this line just in gunfire against the Russians, because they are breaking so many units. I mean, they just took so many men of me just by the unicorns.
Yeah. Oh, how many chevrons do these unicorns have? That's what I'm curious about.
I think,
We missed out on
I
that,
think
but yeah. A few. Definitely got their blah, blah, blah. They definitely got their money's worth.
Oh yes.
No. Let's see it. And the Prussians have a few scattered units left. Fallen back to
Yeah.
UK.
And Italy was freed up because, well, we had basically taken out the Russians. I took care of the rest, and Italy was able to move over.
I have no idea what this is.
Definitely interesting.
Damn, why does France have 8-pounders all the way back here?
I don't know.
Oh, he got one of his 8-pounders squashed right here. This little crossing has been very deadly.
I think he should have fought. Well, I mean, I didn't watch this flank, but I think it would have made sense to fall back and just
Hold.
go into a stare, you know, watching each other
Yep.
without engaging.
Because France...
But the good thing about it is it took a lot of casualties from the UK. So the UK is also weakened.
Oh, exactly, yeah. I was going to say, it very unlikely France would win that from the start of the game in a firefight against UK.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just, you know, the last few units breaking. A few of my very small units, they were out of ammo, so that was also pretty funny.
They're just standing there
I mean,
idle.
A few grenadiers were out of ammo. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Idle as well. No, I'm gonna get the conscripts in. So yeah, you just cleaned up that side of the map, and all the focus is now on this part. UK is probably not going to attempt anything. They must be really thin on their front lines. So on this flank here, we've got 90, 71, 114. Oh, 200 is pretty healthy. 143 is pretty good. 138 is good. 137. And 90 again.
Yeah, UK is just so great for firing and morale.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's actually pretty
They have
similar
extremely
for
high
the
morale.
French, but what are the French doing?
The French are not just and shoot.
Damn, what the French
The
doing?
French cannot shoot. Charging again.
Going for
I think
their
that's
thickest,
pretty
healthiest unit as well. Right, they're getting shot in the back as well. Whenever you're going for a charge, you've got to make sure to fire at Willi's off, because I think the Swiss killed more French than they did the British there. Wow. They've had to turn.
I think this 9-pounder survived until the end.
Yeah.
Basically, because it was just wrecking us all the time. And it had a canister.
Yeah.
So I was like, Italy, bro, watch a little bit, there's canister. And he was like, oh, well.
Oh my god, I can see.
We see.
Yeah, it's been doing work here. More than likely. Oh my god, look at that. Look at UK. They're actually managing to push France off in the corner.
Yeah, I know.
But
And he was like all the time, guys, hurry up.
yeah, you're you must be like, I'm coming, I'm
Yeah,
coming.
like,
Look what I got left. I got fucking everything. Holy moly. I was gonna get
yeah, it's still a very fresh unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm basically moving over. For me, I think there wasn't much action.
Yeah.
Because I think I was running around with my one Lancer unit, which broke later. But I'm not that sure about the cav. But I think I had some cav running around, but basically I was just moving all the time.
Yeah.
From the rest of the game.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Can't even zoom in that far. I don't know how to get it. I can't get it all in one frame. That's a problem. I'm gonna get a nice screenshot, but I don't know how to.
Yeah, it was a pretty good. It was a pretty good engagement.
The gnarliest of engagements.
But I think I need to really say thank you to Niwitz. Because of him, I took the army.
Oh really? Yeah, fair
He
enough.
was the one. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like thinking about a different kind of build. I was even considering light infantry, and he was like, "Bro, take the great conscript span." And I was like, "Okay."
Is it
Yeah.
because you could take like more expensive units and you compensate it by taking conscripts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, conscripts are great holding the line because there's so many. They will not inflict casualties. They're good as meat shields. And in melee, they also.
Yeah. Okay, Italy still has one gun left there. There we go.
Yeah, I think there's one cav unit of me approaching.
Yeah. What is
But
it?
that was basically all I could use later on.
Royal Scots Grey is going for the chasseurs. You're going to square up. Hope that they can protect their arty, but they're probably going to turn. You coming in with your Mamluks? I know your
Yeah, it's
Lancers.
the Lancer. Yeah, but see how many chevrons they have.
Oh, damn.
Citizenry!
Yeah, but now, because UK is divided, I think freedom can come back again.
Yeah, it's because,
And-
look, yeah, UK has basically had to turn both flanks. UK should have kind of just stayed one line, but I think they know it's over. You get what I mean? They're just playing any way they want now.
Mm.
But they did a really good job on the right flank.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah. From what we saw.
No, UK held very well.
Yeah. Here we go.
I think it was Viper.
Come on, the attack from the... Is that, I think that's the Hollandaise...
Yes, Hollandaise Grenadier.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Against who? Oh, Black Brunswickers. Only 83 of them. That's not going to last long. They come in all entrances.
I don't know, all the Black Brunswicks were good, I don't know, because Russia has them. But I never take them because we must do so better at firing. I don't know, are the Brunswicks good?
I think they're good for melee, so yeah, they might be good at holding houses and stuff like that, but shooting, they're quite trash, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Canister still? No, canister glitch. What were you doing? You were just, I mean, Willi was just normal round shot. Probably just trying to do a bit of
Yeah,
counter
because we couldn't attack because of the canister.
So you
And we
guys
tried
just...
to run from the general a few times.
Pardon?
Yeah, I think we tried to get the general a few times. But I don't remember how that went. Yeah, but basically at this point we were just shattering every unit which broke.
Yeah, you're just cleaning up. But dude, I love the lances. I forgot how cool these guys look.
Yeah, I know. I think we should get Naples as a nation.
Pardon?
We should get Naples as a nation in the
I think there was an option
isn't
to
even a
Naples
nation.
Sicily, right? Isn't that what it is? Like a combined Naples Sicily?
Yeah, I think it was Naples Sicily, but then when Murat took over, it was just Naples because he didn't have any fleets to go over to Sicily and conquer.
That happens.
I think the British blockaded it.
Oh, that canister from the rear. Was that worth the friendly fire?
Maybe.
That's fucked up.
I mean, it at least took out the cav.
Yeah, but it chain route these units though.
That's true.
Is that all that's left for UK? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So at this point, it's basically one suffer.
God damn.
That's why I think also scale should stay.
Oh,
I don't want to get too political and much into the theme, but the great thing about the scare cav is when you have all of these square spammers, you can charge them, have the heavy cav unit standing behind,
break them, yeah.
and if they, and do, I mean, it's not like they break instantly from the scare. You do need to give them some damage that they break, but at least it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah. Oh, I want to see one more canister shot. That's probably going to be it.
Yeah. Well, you see, Freedom is pretty depleted, his army. It's very small. And I couldn't even move over. Look at how big my army is.
UK probably did, yeah.
UK did a very good job.
Yeah. Did
I think if nobody would have interfered, I'm honestly going to say I don't believe Freedom would have won this.
Yep.
Or at least not the way it was going. But you see, my army is still marching up, right?
This area here is like... what the hell?
Looks great.
No, these mounted rifle cav. It's just that the horses ditched right here. Wow.
Yeah.
A little bit of fighting in amongst here. Decent amount. And yeah, barely anything in this flank. I really was expecting a lot to happen here, but it's just because you had such a good artillery
I was already shifting over like 4 conscript units.
Yeah.
Out of my 5, and I was like, oh fuck, where's the fight with that? And then they switched over to the left, and I was like, shit, I don't need to move over all of my army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was a very good game, I think.
100%. I really like seeing people, I think almost everyone did it, rotating their reserves and stuff like that. I really like how common that's becoming and how well people are doing it as well. And I like people picking up on like when they have to do it and stuff like that. Because I didn't see any units breaking when people tried to do it because they did it early enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I usually never do this. I just put in a new unit, make the depleted units deeper ranks, put them on one side, and then the new unit in.
Yeah, I sometimes do that. If the unit is still fresh or whatever, like, has enough morale to last, I'll thicken them up, definitely, yeah.
Right. You see, it went fantastic for me.
What's the total numbers? Pretty similar? Yeah, pretty similar.
Except for Red Viper. He actually had the most kills. I didn't know.
Yeah,
but,
UK's... He was the last player as well, so that's a factor.
But it went pretty well for me, I think. I mean, 4,000 kills.
Whoa, 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 whoa! How the hell did you manage that? 473 and 433. Well, these
Yeah, well,
guys are
these were the
probably in
units who were
melee.
all the time holding the fight. Yeah. No,
Holy
these were not in
shit!
melee.
And
These were the one holding
dude,
the gunfight.
51 men lost, 350 killed.
And also the Hollandaise, the Grenadiers,
That's a
I never
61
got them into
KD.
melee. They were just shooting all the time.
What the hell, bro? No, I've never
Well, it was a pretty
seen
good
like
game.
basic line infantry get that many kills and stuff like that. That consistently.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, final notes.
Final notes. Take a lot of Grenadiers, take a lot of conscripts, listen to Niwitz when he tells you to build an army. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, Niwitz is the master
Numbers are a
army
bit
builder.
overrated.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
No, a really good job. Well played by everyone. And thank you for joining me, Willie.
no problem. Bye.